Hello everyone, this is Akanksha from English Logger. Today we are going to learn about verbs, direct and indirect objects. What are direct objects? What are indirect objects? How to recognize it? How to differentiate it? How to use it? So here we'll start with this topic. Direct and indirect objects. What are these? Like direct means sometimes in transitive sentences or intransitive verbs we have two objects in a sentence. So then we have to identify that which one is direct or which one is indirect. When there are two objects in a sentence, one is direct and another is direct. So we have to identify how to recognize which one is direct, which one is indirect. We'll come to know about. So here we'll start with that. How to recognize. So that direct object answers the question what. It answers the question what. It receives the action of the verb. The indirect object gives an answer of to whom or for whom. So if you want to know that which is direct and indirect, you have to ask question what, for whom, to whom. If you are asking what and you are getting answer, that is a direct object. If you are asking to whom or for whom and you are getting answer, that is an indirect. Now you can see the difference. Direct, who receives an action. Indirect, to whom action is done. Now examples. Sheila writes a letter. My question is that what Sheila writes. So my answer is Sheila writes a letter. So what direct object? That is a letter. My grandmother bought me a ring. Subject we have grandmother, bought, verb. What? That is ring, direct object. Students hate. What students hate about? When a teacher punishes them. So what? When a teacher punishes them, that is a phrase. And phrases also come as a direct object. Now indirect, for whom, to whom. Like Kirti or Kriti ate sandwich for breakfast today. So my question is for what? Right? So for dinner, for breakfast, for lunch, for what? Then she sent her friend an email. So to whom? To whom? To her friend. So friend is indirect. Sian got father a glass of water. For whom? For father. If I'll say what, then a glass of water. And what is in direct? Look, if in a sentence one object is there, that is a direct. If two objects are there, then you have to identify which one is direct and which one is indirect. If it will say again, you can see first one, right? In this sentence, we have two objects. Kriti ate sandwich. What? That is sandwich. It will be a direct. For breakfast, for what? Then it comes as an indirect. She sent her friend an email. What? An email. To whom? To her friend. Similarly, Sian got father a glass of water. If I'll say what, then a glass of water for whom? For his father. So here are the two questions. You can easily identify which object is a direct or which object is an indirect object. Here we have incomplete verbs. Verbs of being are also called as incomplete verbs or linking verbs. For that we want an complement to make the sentence complete. Like if I'll say Seema is, is I'm saying that is we have a linking verb which is using to link subject and predicate. So what is that? If I'll say Seema is, what Seema is I don't know, a clever girl, that is a compliment. The days became warm. So the days became what? Warm. So warm is a compliment. So it takes complement to make complete sense of a sentence. So that is an incomplete verbs. So like linking verbs, we want after verb a complement. So that makes a sense and that makes complete sense also of a sentence. Verbs, as I told you, main verbs do not require helping verbs to make complete sense. She sees, she hears, she smells, she walks, she runs, she plays. We don't want ismr for that. Auxiliary verbs, helping verbs, as I already revised, these verbs help the main verb which usually come after them. Like Ram is running. Ismr, was, were, being, been, have, and do are primary auxiliary verb, and the rest we have would, should, will. Those are modal auxiliary verbs. Now see how the variation comes. Okay, auxiliary verbs like we have be. Variation is MR, was, were, being, being. How to use? Ram is flying above the water. So main verb, that is fly. Do, doesn't it? Does Ram fly? Main verb, fly. Have, has, had, having. Has Ram flight? Again main verb, fly. Only tenses are changing, you can see over here. Can, Ram can fly. Fly is a main verb. Could I borrow your pencil? Borrow is a main verb. Verbs indicate whether the action happens in present, past or future time. Verbs can have three forms: present, past, future, and then we have perfect. V1, V2, V3, we have three forms of verbs: present, past and the perfect tense. Like laugh, laughed, laughed, learn, learned, learnt, and learnt also. Make, made, made, have, had, had, take, took, taken, read, 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 hit, hit, hit. Thank you everyone for watching my video. Kindly share, like and subscribe my channel. I just hope that you have learnt about direct and indirect objects. Thank you and have a nice day.